Welcome to today's challenge, and we're going to actually move the body today. We're not going to do lots. The whole idea of this challenge for the January challenge or the New You challenge is to find little ways of introducing stuff into your life. So it's very hard for your mind to think, I need to get my mat out for an hour. So sometimes just one exercise, if you picked one exercise and did it every day for a week, you will notice a difference. So today I'm going to be focusing on a stomach massage, and we're going to do a Pilates roll down. And I absolutely love these. And you can do these in the morning, you can do them in the evening. And if you do them nice and slowly and you really focus on what you're doing, they do feel amazing on your back. So, shall we get started? So we'll have the feet hip width apart. So just be mindful, especially if you've got hypermobile knees. So it's when your knees, they go right backwards. It's just to have a little kink in the knee joint. So when I refer to soft knees, it's almost just taking that lock out of the knee joint so that you actually sitting with the muscles, so the muscles are having to work. And then grow nice and tall. So imagine you have a princess crown on your head, and you want your princess crown to touch the ceiling. Okay, so we're not lifting the head, it's literally sending the head straight up towards the ceiling. So think of lifting the ears away from the shoulders. Excuse me. And then you'll notice when you lengthen your body, you automatically start pulling in around the core and the waist and everything. So often you don't even need to cue that, because if you're lengthening, it automatically does that for you. So now, quite a lot of people might have a sticky out bum. So just think of sending, not tucking the tailbone under, but just send it down towards the heels a little bit, just to straighten this lower back slightly. And have a shoulder roll. So bring your shoulders forward. Take them up to your ears, squeeze into your shoulder blades, and then drop them down the back. And that just helps to open up the chest a little bit. Standing nice and tall, take a breath in. And then from here, instead of just dropping your chin, send your chin back first so that we really get into the neck. Especially sometimes we get really tight muscles in the neck. So send the chin back first and then take the chin to the throat. So when you take the chin back first, it kind of reduces the range that you can go down, but you're not doing that. Okay, so chin back and then just try and touch the collarbones. So it helps the back of the skull to go upwards rather than forward. We are going to go forward, but just for this first part. So as you try and get the chin towards the throat, pull the shoulders down. And we have a nice stretch from the skull down into the shoulder blade area. So the knees are still soft, the tummy's still drawn in. Now from here, just think of yourself melting forward. So dropping the head. Now engage your tummy. So ideally you want to breathe out as you go down. If you feel at any point you need to breathe in, stop, inhale, and then carry on. Relax your arms, your neck, your shoulders. Now, I always imagine I have a piece of chalk on my forehead, and I want to draw a line down the center of the body. So you really want to try and tuck in. Especially if you've done a lot of yoga, there'll be more of the straight back. So with this, you really want to round. And then go down as far as is comfortable for you. So if you've got sciatica, you might find if you go any lower, there's pain. So if the pain lasts longer than 10 seconds, come out of it slightly. But for everybody else, just going down as far as is available for you. Once you're at the bottom, just be aware of where the weight is in your feet. Okay, so is the weight in the heels, so your hips will be hinging, and you can already see there's a bit more of a hinge in the hips. If you bring the weight more forward into the arch of the foot and the ball of the foot, it will stop the hinge. And then think of your head going towards your shin or your knees, depends on how long your body is, and just relax your neck, your shoulders. The knees are staying soft, so be aware that you haven't locked out the knees. Take a breath in at the bottom, and then as you breathe out, pull the tummy in. So draw your belly in. So you should feel the legs working if you have that little micro bend. You're still trying to keep that head nice and close to the body, and just nice and slowly and controlled. There's no rush. Oh, heaven. Once you come up, shoulder roll, and then we come back into that starting position. So I kind of want you to imagine that your spine is like a bicycle chain, and each vertebra is the link of the bicycle chain. So you know what a rusty bicycle chain is? You can hardly move it. This is why we want to try and work through each vertebra to keep that bicycle chain nice and loose. Okay, so let's do a few more. So standing nice and tall, take a breath in, send the chin back, then to the throat. Just have a nice little stretch there. Knees are staying soft. And then start to roll down. So imagine a chameleon. I don't know if you know chameleons. No chameleons in England. I only found that out recently. The tail is of swirly whirly. So imagine that's what you're actually trying to do with your head and your spine. Relax the shoulders. Just let gravity take your arms. The tummy is drawn in. The whole time you want that belly pulled in. And then once you get to the bottom, just let the neck hang. Shoulders. So it's not often the head gets to hang off of the neck, the skull. So your head weighs between 6 and 8 kilograms. And it decompresses the neck when you're upside down, and it's an inversion. So take a breath in again. Now think of that bicycle chain. Now imagine your belly button is going to push each bicycle chain link up on its own. So often people get back injuries because they just try and hoist themselves up with the spinal column, and that's not what your spine's for. We need to use the muscles to bring the body up and down. Once you come up, have that big shoulder roll again. So let's do a couple more. So breath in. Like I said, you can do these in the morning. Knees are soft, draw the tummy in, support the back. Taking yourself down, you might find you can go a little bit deeper now. Maybe the back of the legs have released slightly. Make sure the weight is in the arch, front part of the foot. Breath in at the bottom and roll up. Really enjoy the sensations you can feel in your back. I'd say in your legs, but if your hamstrings are like mine, it's like shoulder roll at the top. Last one. This is where I always feel really grateful for my job, is I get to exercise, get paid for it, teach. Relaxing the shoulders, again, let the head hang. Inhale. Draw your tummy in. Use those abdominals, pushing the spine up. Legs are active, so keeping those knees slightly soft. Coming up, and have a shoulder roll. So, those were roll downs. Now, like I said, if you did 3 or 4, like we've just done every single day, you will notice a big difference in your back, in the back of the legs, just in your flexibility, and it just feels really nice. So it'll be good for your mental well-being as well. So that is your little challenge for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.